Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to the class. So today's topic is asana sadhanas or asana practices. So let's begin. You can sit in comfortable posture and lengthen your spine. Roll your shoulders up and back. Place your palms upon your knees in chin mudra or in jnana mudra or simply over your knees. Blink and close your eyes. And take deep breath in and out. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. With every exhalation, relax your lower body. With every exhalation, relax your shoulders, relax your upper body. Gently place your palms together in front of your chest in Namaskara Mudra. Let's begin with Omkara and Shanti Mantra. Inhale and start. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now rub your palms together. Make a cup out of your palms and touch your eyes towards your ears. Gently blink and open your eyes and look towards your palms with a sweet smile on your face. So namaste everyone, and let's begin the class. We're going to look what is yogasana and the introduction to yoga postures. So it's commonly referred as yoga postures or poses. And it's a vital component of the ancient practice of yoga. Beyond mere physical exercise, yogasana embodies holistic approach to health, which is integrating the body, mind, and spirit. And we are going to cover the yogasanas, exploring its meaning, its principle, and its health benefits. First of all, we are going to understand what is yogasana, and yogasana definition in Patanjali Yoga Sutra is Sukham Stiram Asana. And you can write it down, Sukham Stiram Asana. When we are talking about the yogic text referring Yoga Sutras, at that time you can study the sloga over there. What is Yoga Asana? There its definition, it's called Stiram Sukham Asana. Okay, so Yogasana refers to the physical postures practiced in yoga. So it's only a step. Merely people are thinking about yoga asana are the yoga. Actually, it's wrong. The practice of yoga asana doesn't mean this, they are doing yoga. The yoga asana merely only one step of the yoga practices, and that is the third step. First is yama, second is niyama, and third is asana. So you have to understand this first of all and explore how yogasana align with the broader philosophy of yoga and promoting holistic well-being. Okay, what is holistic context in? And its origin is from ancient Indian traditions. And while talking about the history of yoga, nowadays we found out that the Harappa civilization and Indus Valley civilization, they were practice yogasana. From all the carvings from the caves, we can understand that they were practicing the yogasana. which is exactly similar to the asana practices or the asanas described in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Keranda Samhita, that kind of texts. And you have to understand one more thing, that Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Maharishi Patanjali didn't talk about any of the asanas over his textbook Yoga Sutras. Instead of that, Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Gheranda Samhita, Shiva Samhita, those texts are elaborately explained about the Yogasanas. We can find only the definition of Yogasana in Yoga Sutras. Merely there is no evidence of nothing about the yoga asana, which like Tadasana, like Malsyasana, Arthamalsyandras. There is no reference for those kind of asana practices, but only definition as the Sthiram Sukham asana. There we can find that the yogasanas or the yogic practices going on, many innovation nowadays, and new styles are coming over, new variations are coming over time. So talking about yogasana is not just a fancy word for exercise. Oh no, it's much more than that. Imagine a practice where every posture is like a building block, helping you to construct a bridge between your body and mind. That's Yogasana, a series of physical postures that not only keep you fit but align you with a deeper philosophy of yoga. It's about holistic well being and connecting you to something greater than just the physical. Now let's talk about the key principles that guide yogasana. Think of this as your toolkit for practicing effectively. Okay, so first one, you have to consider alignment and balance. Ever tried building a house without a strong foundation? That will be disaster, right? The same goes for your body in yogasana. Alignment is the cornerstone. Where you're properly aligned, you prevent injuries and maximize the benefits. Balance isn't just about not falling over. It's about finding that sweet spot where everything is in harmony physically and energetically. So we are not giving that yogasana practice not just for the physical benefit but also for the energetic benefit. Now, second one is breath awareness. Here, where things get interesting, in yoga, your breath is your guide. Imagine your breath as the conductor of an orchestra, directing every moment. When you link your breath with your movements, you are not just stretching your body, you are enhancing your concentration, relaxation, and energy flow. It's like unlocking a superpower within each pose. The third one is mindfulness and presence. And here is the secret sauce, mindfulness. It's not just about doing a pose, it's about being in that pose, fully aware, fully present. This mindfulness transforms your practice from a physical workout into a moving meditation, bringing mental clarity and emotional balance into your life. Now, why do we practice yogasana? We can discuss the benefits of course, let's unlock the treasure chest and see what's inside. First one, physical benefits. First, the physical goodies. Yogasana makes you flexible. It builds strength and it even helps correct your posture. Remember that back pain from sitting all day? Regular practice can work wonder on those imbalances. And we can see a lot of corporate workers, they are struggling with this back pain, neck pain, and posture difficulties. We can correct those ailments, or we can correct those problems with this yoga practice or yoga asana practice. But wait, there is more. How about stress reduction? Yes, yogasana is like a pressure valve, releasing stress and fostering a sense of calm. And emotionally, yes, it helps you find balance, resilience, and a positive mindset, all while moving mindfully. And the third one is internal health benefits. It will improve circulation, better digestive health. Yes, Yogasana does wonders for your inside too. It's like giving your body a tune up, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Now that we have covered the why, let's dive into the what specific poses. Okay, so common while we are doing the yogasana practice, there is common families. So we are going to explore what kind of families and what are the asanas in those families. Okay, first one, standing poses. Let's start with standing tall in Tadasana. First example is Tadasana, or it's called mountain pose. Standing tall in or feeling strong in Virabhadrasana. Virabhadrasana is the warrior pose. That's another example of standing pose. These are your foundation, building strength and stability from the group up. So, in this group of asana practices, we will take care of our Mooladhara chakra or root chakra. Okay, standing tall and doing the asanas. It's called standing pose. In here, uh, here the root or the base will be your feet. If it is balancing standing pose, then it will be one leg. In one leg, you can stand and balance. So we can combine those two families together and we can call it as standing balancing poses. Here it is standing poses. Now we can see the seated position. Okay. Then we move to seated poses like Sukhasana, easy pose, or Padmasana, lotus pose. Okay. These aren't just about flexibility, they ground your energy, connecting you to the earth beneath you. So by sitting, we are doing the seated asanas. And we can see the balancing poses. Example, Vrikshasana. It's studying the balance, and for it will benefit to increase the focus and circulation. Okay. Then there is prone and supine poses. So how about some back bends like Bhujangasana, that is cobra pose, or relaxing in Supta Bandha Konasana, that is reclining bound angle pose. These poses are fantastic for spinal health and overall relaxation. These are the example of prone and supine poses. Prone means lying over your stomach and supine means lying on your back. Then there is poses which are inverted poses or inversions. So in this family, it's like feeling adventurous. Try inversions like Adhomukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. It's a easy doing inversion pose, and these are not only challenging but also sharpen your mental focus and improve circulation. And for example, there is Sarvangasana, which is very much beneficial for women health. So it's an inversion pose and it will give that circulation towards head region, and also it's beneficial for varicose vein. While we are in inverted posture, gravity will be pulling down towards the downside. That means in inversion, the head will be the down portion and your leg will be in the upper portion. Because this vein is a condition which is happening because of the torturing of the veins. So veins are running from down to upwards, from your foot towards upwards direction. So some valves are supporting the veins to circulate the blood towards upwards with the anti-gravity motion. When the torturing is happening, then there will be problems with the upward motion of blood. In this case, while we are doing inversion poses, it will help to relax the valves of the veins and will increase the blood circulation towards upwards. The next family is forward bends. It will do the stretching of the spine and hamstrings and indirectly calming the nervous system and promoting the interoception. So forward bends help to relieve stress and fatigues. For example, there is Padahastasana, hand to toe pose. In this one, we are stretching the hamstrings, stretching the spine, and thus we can feel the stretch. More stretch, there will be less stress. Then there is back bends, which will be opening the chest, shoulders, and front of the body. So back bends invigorate the body, improve spinal flexibility, and boost energy level. The example of back bend is wheel pose, chakrasana. There is twisting postures, which is detoxifying the body by stimulating the digestive organs, improving spinal mobility, and relieving tension in the back. Then there is core strengthening poses, which are mainly used in vinyasa style yoga practice. So there is core strengthening like plank position and dolphin position. All this plank position is called dandasana, and chaturanga dandasana is there. And you can see that the core strengthening poses will build the strength in the core muscles, which support overall stability, balance, and posture, because core is the main thing which helps to do the inverted positions, mainly the shirshasana or the handstand, adho mugha vrikshasana, it's called handstand. All these are happening because of the core strength. So we need to practice the core strength first, then we have to practice the inverted position, like not like the Sarvangasana, it is shoulder stand. We don't have that much core strength over there. We need strength over the shoulder in the case of Sarvangasana. But in the case of Shirshasana and also in the case of handstand, we need that core strength. Then restorative poses. Restorative poses are meant for relaxing in between the poses. So there is some kind of relaxing restorative poses which mainly used in between each asanas. While doing the adventurous asanas or the challenging asanas, in between we have to do the restorative poses such as the rabbit pose, crocodile pose, shashangasana and magarasana, like that. So it promoting deep relaxation, healing and recovery. Restorative poses uses probes and gentle stretches to help the body and mind relax completely. So in this case, restorative poses, we can use this restorative poses in restorative yoga. It's a special kind of yoga where the asana should be held up to 3 minutes, 2 minutes, like that. So in those asana practices, we can use the strap, yoga strap or yoga belt, that kind of props. Okay, then the last one is relaxing postures, or it's called cooling down poses. Usually we are giving these kind of asanas at the end of the practice or at the end of the class. We can give this relaxing postures or cooling down postures. While we are giving this cooling down poses at the end of the classes or practice, it will allow the body and mind to absorb the benefit of all asana that were practiced before. Now let's talk about how to integrate this beautiful practice into your daily life. First one, we can develop a personal practice. Create a routine is the key, and start small. Be consistent. You can practice 5 minutes a day, starting with 5 minutes, and increase 5 more minutes each day, and be consistent. And over time, you will see the progression. The muscle will take the time to adapt, and your flexibility will come along with the time. So you need to wait and see. Yogasana isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Tailor your practice to your needs. Each and every body is different. Each and every persons are different. So you need to analyze your body, and whatever asanas are beneficial for your body, you have to tailor those asana practices just for you and watch yourself grow. And next one, yogasana for specific population. We need to tailor the yogasana practices for the senior citizen, for the adult, for the kids separately. Whether you are a beginner, a senior, or someone with specific health needs, there is a way to make yogasanas for each and every one. Okay, I will discuss those things later around the teaching methodology lessons. I will discuss all about the things we need to focus on preparing classes while giving to a beginner class or intermediate class or advanced class and so senior citizen classes, kids classes like that. Okay, so adaptations and modifications are there to ensure everyone can benefit. Like there is uh, scale down versions in every asanas and scale up versions. Whoever can't do that practice, you can show them the scale down versions. Whoever advanced in those practices, you can show them that scale up versions. So there is many and much more variations to each and every poses. So no matter where they are starting from, you can help them all. While you are in group classes, you can show them the normal poses, you can show them the variations like scale up variations, scale down variations, like that. You're confident enough, right, to take the class? If you are eager to take the class or you are waiting for your first class, type yes to the comment box or yes to the chat box right now. Alright, everyone, let's dive into something I am sure you have all encountered or at least thought about: gym exercises versus yoga asana practices. Now, I know some of you might be hitting the gym regularly or lifting weight, sweating it out on the treadmill, while others are rolling out their mats, sinking into those deep stretches and finding that inner zen. But have you ever really stopped to think about how different these two practices are? Okay, so we need to break it down. And here is the differences between gym exercises and yoga asana practices. First one, there is fundamental approach for gym exercises and what are the fundamental approaches of yoga asana practices. So what's the gym all about? Well, it's all about power, sweat and endurance. The main goal here is to bulk up, get stronger and push your body's limits. You will find yourself doing repetitive movements, whether it's lifting those heavy weights or grinding out another mile on the treadmill. It's high energy, fast paced environment where the focus is purely on physical gains. Right? Then yogasana practice. Now switch gears and think about yoga. What will be the difference? Yoga asana are like the calm collection or it's a cousin of gym exercises. Here the focus isn't just on the body but also on harmonizing the body, mind and spirit. Imagine moving through poses with control, singing your breath with every moment. And yes, sometimes even holding a pose longer than you would like. So you need to do that because more stretch will give less stress. It's about finding balance, not just physically but also mentally and emotionally. And what are the physical impact of gym exercise and what are the physical impacts of yoga practices? In the gym, the mantra is often no pain, no gain. You are pushing your muscles to grow, aiming for the hypertrophy. The fancy word for building bigger muscles is hypertrophy. So your heart and lungs get a solid workout too, especially if you are into cardio. But let's be honest, flexibility often takes a backseat. Unless you are one of those rare souls who actually sticks to a stretching routine. Yoga, on the other hand, is all about functional strength. You are not just building muscles, you are toning them, creating lean, flexible muscles that support your everyday movements. And flexibility? That's a given. Each pose works on your joints, your range of motion, and even your core strength. And it does all of this while keeping you centered and balanced. I have noticed gym workouts, the people who ever daily doing, habituated to do gym workouts. I took classes for them, but they didn't have that much of core strength. I just shocked. Really, it's happened actually, but it's sad. Then we can move to the next page. Mental and emotional benefits of gym exercise and mental and emotional benefits of yoga asana practice. Now, don't get me wrong, gym exercises aren't just about the physical, there is a mental release too. After a tough day, hitting the gym can feel like therapy. You are releasing all that pent up energy, and let's not forget about the endorphin rush. Those feel good hormones that leave you on a high post workout. It will happen, yes. But yoga takes the mental benefits a step further. With yoga, it's not just about feeling good temporarily, it's about cultivating a mind body connection and foster long term emotional balance. Yoga teaches you to be in the present, to breathe through the tough moments, and to carry that peace off the mat and into your daily life. It's a stress management tool wrapped in physical practice. Now, the philosophical and holistic perspectives of gym exercises and yogasana practice. The gym is a bit of a battlefield. Wouldn't you agree? It's about setting goals, breaking them, and competing. Sometimes with others, but mostly with yourself. The focus is almost entirely on the physical, that is, getting stronger, faster, leaner, like that. It's about pushing your body to its limits and achieving those physical milestones. Yoga, however, is more like a journey inwards. It's holistic, integrating your physical practice with mental clarity and spiritual growth. There is no competition, just you, your breath, your body. That's it. The goal isn't to push past your limits but to explore them, to understand them, and to grow within them. It's about creating harmony not just in your body but in your entire being. Now let's talk about sustainability. Gym workouts can be intense. There is a great, but they also require a lot of energy and sometimes long recovery periods also. Not to mention, if you miss a few sessions, it can feel like you are starting from scratch. And let's face it, the gym can sometimes feel like a chore, especially if you have got a packed schedule. And the yogasana practice, on the other hand, is more adaptable. You don't need a lot of equipments, just a mat and a little space. You can practice anywhere, anytime, and it's absolutely consistency, not intensity. Even a short daily practice can offer immense benefit. Sometimes you can integrate into your life with ease, making it a sustainable practice that grows with you. And today we can cover up the syllabus points which are in standing postures. We can cover those asanas today. Let's start. Alright everyone, let's dive into the world of Tadasana, also known as mountain pose. Imagine yourself standing tall like a mountain, strong, steady, and unwavering. Ready to climb this peak with me? Let's go. Okay? So the name of game is Tadasana. First up, let's break down the name. Tada means mountain and asana means pose. So Tadasana translates to mountain pose. It's the foundation of all standing poses. So mastering this is like laying the first stone of your yoga journey. Why we love Tadasana? What are the benefits? Now, why should we care about standing like a mountain? Well, Tadasana offers a buffet of benefits, like physically there is benefits, sorry, mentally there is benefits. Physically, it's a posture perfector. It strengthens your thighs, knees, and ankles. Helps you stand tall and proud. It also gives your posture a major upgrade and can even relieve sciatica and reduce flat feet. Mentally, Tadasana is all about focus. It helps you to channel your inner Zen, grounding you like a mountain rooted deep in the earth. Here you can see the posture of Tadasana, where first we need to focus from the feet upwards. Okay, while we are giving instructions to, you have to start from your legs and towards your head region. Number one, legs. Knees together, kneecap lifted, thighs moving close to each other, feet and toes, feet together, grounded, active toes and pointing in front. The second one is hip, it should be square and or open. Okay. Third one is shoulders, rolled back, away from the ears, in line with hips. Fourth one, chest and rib cage. It should be broad, slightly lifted upwards, chin in line with the chest. Fifth one, arms, natural, side of the hips, a bit away from torso, inner elbow facing in. Palms and fingers facing in, fingers away, pointed down. Spine should be lifted from base, long. Back and front should be broad, slightly lifted up. 7. Engaged. Which part should be engaged? Your quadriceps and gluteal muscle and core muscle should be engaged. The navel should be pulled in. Gaze should be soft in front at a point, and breath should be natural and soft. You can see the Tadasana variations over here. If you are bring your hands behind like in Gomugasana, then it's called Tadasana Gomugasana. If you are bringing your hands back and close together, it is called Tadasana Paschima Buddha Hastasana. If you are doing the Namaskara pose behind your spine, it's called Paschima Namaskarasana. And there is palm tree poses, usually called as Tadasana. You have to be on your toes, interlock your fingers and stretch upwards. It is called palm tree pose. If the examiner asked you to do the Tadasana while in practical session, you can show this palm tree pose, heels together and on your toes lengthen your spine. And who should do Tadasana? Got a desk job? This pose is your new best friend. If you are looking to improve your posture after hours of sitting or just want to realign your body, Tadasana is the way to go. But wait, there is a contraindications too. Before you go all in, a quick word of caution is there. Let's see, if you have low blood pressure, don't hold this pose for long time. And if you are prone to dizziness, you might want to take it easy. Okay. Now for those of you looking for level up, Tadasana with raised arms, you can do that. That is, before we said palm tree pose, that one. Raise your arms overhead, interlock your fingers and stretch up like you are reaching for the sky. Then you can do Tadasana on toes. Want more of a challenge? Rise onto your toes. Balance is the key. You have to look at a single point over here. And if you need a little extra support, you can take the wall support. Stand with your back against a wall. It's helped you to align your posture and stay steady. That is the scaled down version. Alright, let's walk through it. You can practice this with this step-by-step guidance. Stand tall, first one. Stand tall. Bring your feet together. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Feel the earth beneath you. Second one, ground yourself. Press down through all four corners of your feet. Imagine roots growing down deep into the ground. Then third one, engage. Lift your kneecap, tighten your thighs and feel the strength in your legs. Without this engagement, you will not feel that exact benefit. You will not feel that exact muscle which is used in those poses. Fourth one is alignment. Tuck your tailbone just a little and lift the front of your pelvic towards your chest. The spine is straight but you are not stiff. Fifth one, straighten. Lift your chest but keep those ribs in check. No flaring out. Sixth one, relax. Which should relax? Let your arms hang naturally by your sides, palm facing inwards. 7 1, focus. Where should focus? Gaze forward or close your eyes. Either way, tune into your breath. 8th one, how to breathe. Inhale deeply, feel your chest expand. Exhale slowly, staying tall and grounded. Like that. If you are doing the palm tree pose, inhale, stretch your palms up. Exhale, bring it down. Like that you can repeat. Even mountains can have a few rough edges, so let's smooth them out. First one, you may leaning forward. If you find yourself leaning forward or backward, engage your core muscles and distribute your weight evenly. Or keep those ribs in check by drawing them inward. The third mistake you might be doing is chest collapse. Do not collapse your chest. Keep your sternum lifted. But relax your shoulders. That's important. And there you have it. You are now standing tall in Tadasana, embodying the strength if you are doing like this. Okay? So who is ready to tackle those steps with the same mountain-like confidence? Let's keep this journey going. Okay, and practice it and let me know if you can do this. And we should connect through practical sessions. At that time, I will ask questions from this. Okay? Alright, everyone, ready to reach for the stars? Let's jump into Hasta Uttanasana, also known as the upward hand pose. Imagine this, we are lifting our hands up to the sky, embracing the stretch like we are trying to touch the clouds. Excited? Okay, that's the Hasta Uttanasana. So what does Hasta Uttanasana means? Let's break it down. Hasta means hand. Utthana means raised or stretched up. And asana of course means pose. Put it all together and you have got the upward hand pose. Simple, right? It's part of the standing asanas family on that helps you stand tall and stretch like you meant it. Okay, so why do it and what's the benefit? Now, there are some seriously cool perks to this pose. First, it gives your abdominal muscles, shoulders and arms a nice satisfying stretch. And it's open up your chest and lungs, helping you to breathe deeper and fuller. Great for those who feel like they could use a little more air in their lives. It also gets your digestive system moving, which can help relieve constipation and make you feel lighter. Plus, it's like giving your spine a big thank you by enhancing its flexibility and fixing those posture problems. What are the mental benefits? On the mental front, this pose is a clarity booster. By increasing oxygen intake, it helps clear out the mental fog, leaving you sharp and focused. And here is the best part. By opening up the chest, it can actually reduce anxiety and stress. It's like a little mental detox with every stretch. You can see here the Hasta Uttanasana. First one, we have to take care about the feet. Should be parallel and grounded. Toes, big toes together and knees should be pulled up. Second one, hips. Internally rotated and pushed forward. Third one, chest, broad and lifted up. Neck should be lengthened backwards. Head should be aligned to shoulders. Shoulders should be strong away from ears. Scapula together. You You can see sixth one, arms lengthened from armpit, away from ears and parallel. Then hands should be parallel and palms should be faced each other. Fingers should be active. 7. Spine lifted from the base in a back bend. Active back and front body. So what should be engaged? The quadriceps, gluteus, hip flexors and pelvic floor and psoas muscles should be engaged and core muscles should be engaged. Navel should be pulled in and up to support the back. The gaze should be up. Breath should be inhalation with deep back bend. Okay, remember that while you are bending backwards or you're arching back, you need to inhale. Wherever there is expansion, inhalation. Wherever there is forward bend or flexion, there should be exhalation. And when you are twisting also, you need to take the exhalation. Remember this. Okay. There is few exceptions, but remember the general rule like this. You can see the variations here. Instead of stretching your arms up, you can place your palms over your hip for supporting your back. Or else you can interlock your fingers and stretch your palms down like this. The other variations include sitting over the chair and doing your hands with the Garudasana hands like this. And these are other variations. You can do like this also with your hands supporting over your head. You can also take the variation with this one, like with the wall support, and you can take the variation with your partner like this or wall like this. You can practice like this kind of acro yoga also. Acro yoga means partner yoga. Or else you can use the hamstring and do the aerial pose like this. Now we can look at the indication and contraindication. This asana is fantastic if you are looking to improve your posture, especially if you have been slouching in front of a screen all day. It's also great for anyone wanting to boost their lung capacity and give their respiratory system a little extra love. And who should not practice this? Before jumping on, let's watch out. If you have got a shoulder injury, don't push those arms too high or too hard. You can choose any variations we just watched before. From that you can take any variations. Okay. And if you have the lower back pain, be careful with any arching. Not only this one, but all arching you need to be careful. Listen to your body. If it says nope, ease off a bit. Okay. Now the variations. Looking to make this pose a bit more challenging or easier? Yeah, so we can do the scale up version. Add a back bend. Raise your arms and gentle arch back, lifting your chest for a deeper stretch. It will give scale up. Or rise on your tiptoes. This adds an element of balance and really engage the lower body. It's like a fun balancing act. Okay, then if you want to scale down this, use wall support. Stand near a wall and lightly touch it with your fingertips as you raise your arms. Okay, it's a great way to keep your balance while still enjoying the stretch. All right, let's get into it. You can practice it right now after the class. Starting in Tadasana, feet together, arms relaxed by your sides. Take a moment to ground yourself. Then inhale as you breathe in. Slowly rise your arms overhead. Imagine all these in your mind. If you could imagine, visualize it greatly, then you can perform it very well. So after visualization, please perform it well. Then only you need to teach this. Not only this, everything. Okay. Keep the straight palms facing inwards and slightly outwards. Whatever feels more natural, you need to be there. Then stretch up. Reach for the sky, lengthening your spine and lifting your rib cage as if you are growing taller with each breath. Next one, engage your core. Pull in your navel slightly. This supports your lower back and keep you stable. Where, where to gaze? Gaze upwards. Okay. In each position, there will be a point where we can gaze. Okay. And how to breathe, how to take the breath, and you have to clear about those things, where to look or where to gaze or how to breathe. And gaze up. Keep your head neutral or look upwards. Your hands, if that feels comfortable. Then hold and be there in that holding of the breath. Stay in the pose, taking deep, even breaths. Enjoy the stretch. Do not hold the breath. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe in peace. Okay. Then exhale. Lower your arms back down to your side as you exhale, returning to Tadasana. So from Tadasana, we studied how to do the Hasta Uttanasana and palm tree pose. All good? Palm tree pose and hand up towards the sky. So these are the two first standing postures. We will cover other standing asanas tomorrow with detail like this. If you loved this session, just type on the session loved it. Okay, if you're having any doubt, please reach out to me. Please, everything. I'm here to help you out. Okay, while in the practice session, we can cover all these one by one or in group class. All good? Now a few things to keep in your mind to get the most out of this pose. First one, overreaching the lower back. To avoid this, engage your core and keep your pelvic neutral so you won't be overarching. Second one, rising shoulders towards your ears. Relax those shoulders actually. Even as you stretch up, they should stay down and relax. Okay. Then the third one, bending elbows. Focus on keeping your arms straight and reach actively through your fingertips like you are trying to touch the ceiling. Do not bend your elbows. And there you have it, Hasta Uttanasana, the upward hand pose. And you have to feel the stretch, feel the energy. Most importantly, feel good about it. Whatever you are doing, whatever asanas you are doing, just feel good about it. All good? So for next session, we will cover all those standing postures and seated positions. And if you have the time, then we will cover the supine posture and prone position also. So let's meet tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. All good, guys. Have a great evening. Good night. Take care. Bye.